All right, welcome back. This is part 6 of my Jordan collection. I appreciate everyone that has watched all the parts so far, the 1 through 5. And if you haven't, go back and check out the first 5 parts. I started with base cards, and then started showing off some low to mid inserts, and then some higher inserts, mostly in like scratchy top loaders, or then into one touches. And in this video, I'm going to be showing off some PSA slabs. I just grabbed 20 slabs. Here they are, a stack of them right here. And yeah, like I said, thanks for watching all the parts if you have, and go back and watch the other ones if you haven't. And while you're at it, might as well hit the subscribe and like button. That way you don't miss the future videos. When I started this, I wasn't sure how many parts there were going to be, but I'm on part 6 right now, and I've looked around. I've still got a ton of Jordan still, a ton of more slabs, a ton of more cool cards, relics, BGS slabs, raw cards. So hopefully you've enjoyed seeing my collection. I enjoy showing them off, and it gives me a chance to look through my cards again, so which is really cool. All right, so let's just get to it. Like I said, I grabbed 20 PSA slabs, so I'll just kind of go through them. Not too quick, but a little bit. This is the 1997 Ultra Star Power, Fleer Ultra. There's actually 3 variations of this. There is this version, which is the easiest one to get. There is the Ultra Power Plus, which is the next version, which is actually a pretty decent, not crazy expensive, but it's definitely not cheap. And then there's the Plus Supreme, which is the die cut, kind of acetate. And I don't have either one of those 2 yet. Plan on getting them to complete the trio, but start off real small. This isn't a too expensive card. It's a PSA 9. But the other 2 cards are definitely bigger cards, and would love to get those 2 at some point. But it's definitely a marathon with Jordan collecting, not a sprint. Can get very expensive. So find the right time, find the right price, and buy them when you can. So this one's a lower end insert. Next, 1998 Fleer Tradition. This is a parallel vintage 61. I think I showed this card earlier in one of my videos as a raw card. This is a parallel to the plus factor, the subset. It's the perfect 10, it says there. There's one that says back court, which is the parallel to the base card. So there's also another parallel of this card, which is Classic 61, and they're numbered to 61 on the back, which is a big time card. It's a Grail Tier 1 type insert, type Michael Jordan card. This is just a parallel. Still, I think it's cool how they went back to 1961 to show how a Michael Jordan card would look. So, pretty cool card. Another low-end insert in a PSA 9. This one's 1993 Skybox Premium. This one brings me back for sure. This is center stage insert. Not the hardest of pulls. I've shown this card raw before as well. This is a PSA 9, of course. Pretty condition sensitive, to be honest with you. On the back, you'll notice a lot of times, or maybe you won't notice, that it'll be missing they'll have some surface issues on the back, especially in the gray area. So if you don't really look and you try to get it graded, it might come back like a 7, 8, or even lower. So a 9 is actually a relatively tough grade to get in this card, just because it's all black as well. So really cool looking card though. As you can see, it shines up at top of the Michael Jordan. It says center stage right there. And when you look at your cards finally and look them over and have time to just like kind of enjoy them, you could see all the details. It's kind of got like a spotlight on him, like he is on center stage. So I think that's pretty cool. All right, this one is 1997 SB Authentic Michael Jordan Profiles 2. This is the gold version. See, the SP right there is in gold. The Jordan's in gold. The Bulls right there is in gold. I'm going to pull out I pulled this out before I did the video. This is the SP Authentic Profiles 1. See, it's silver. This one's silver right here. This is Profiles 2, which is gold. And then there's a Profiles 3, which is a die cut, and it's hand numbered to 100. The 100 part is printed, but the numbering to determine which number it is of 100 is hand printed, which is that's another tier 1 type card, a Grail type card. So I don't think I'll be able to get one of those. Well, maybe I will one day, who knows. Like I said, depends on price and timing, and I can always trade up and sell things. So this is the Profiles 1 silver. This is Profiles 2 PSA 9. But you can tell in the light, the background, it's actually really cool. There's a Hakeem Olajuwon back there. The back, there's no way to distinguish the two, though. I believe they're just the same. Yeah, both say P1 Profiles 1. But the 2 is gold. So some people won't even notice because you have to look at the color. But that's the difference. Okay. Here's another card that's a variation. 2003, it's a non-playing year Jordan, Upper Deck, 2003, rookie exclusive. LeBron's rookie year, though. This is the black and white variation. I pulled out the regular card. This is the regular card from the set, rookie exclusives. And then this is the black and white variation, which is more expensive, harder to get. Not a crazy hard to get card and not crazy expensive, but it's more expensive than like this card, which is anywhere from $2 to $5. As you can see in the back, both number 60, but other than that, completely different back. One's got the stats, one's got a player write-up. So that's the black and white variation. Speaking of black and white, this one's one of my favorites. Another non-playing Jordan year card, 2009, Michael Jordan now appearing. Obviously, it's got the Scarface look to it, black and white. Just a great looking card. They did movie posters with this theme. So that's why the now appearing Michael Jordan. Scarface, one of the all-time, greatest movies made. Not a very difficult card to pull. Raw, this card goes anywhere from $40 to $60. This is a PSA 9. If you can't already tell already, I like 9s, mints. Whether it's BGS, SGC, I just prefer 9s. I do have 8s, and you'll see that coming up, but my goal is to just get 9s. So it looks like a movie ticket, like Admit 1, now appearing. Movie poster on the front, movie ticket like on the back. Yeah, this is just a great looking card. Here we go, 1993 Ultra. I'll always call it Fleer Ultra, all defensive team. This was... So 1993 Ultra also had the Scoring Kings, which that's the most sought after insert from the 1993 Ultra basketball cards. I think this is underrated. I think I showed a raw of this one earlier in one of my videos. This one's a PSA 9. This was actually 1 in 24 packs, Series 1 as well, like the Scoring Kings. But these were in jumbo packs. I don't think they were in the hobby boxes. And the Scoring Kings were in the hobby boxes. But still, 10 cards in the set. Like I said, 1 in 24 packs. So that makes it 1 in 240 packs to pull up Michael Jordan. Doesn't pop as much as kind of a faded look. I think maybe that's one of the reasons why it's not as as popular. But still not a cheap card, especially in a PSA 9. All right. 1999 SBX, technically non-playing year. This is a Prolifics insert, but look at that background underneath the light. Really cool. These are 1 in 17 packs. There are 15 cards in the set. He was the first player in the checklist. 15 times 17 is 255, so 1 in 255 packs to pull a Michael Jordan. So not that difficult, but one of the prettiest looking cards. And SPX was a great set, and I'm going to show you a few more inserts from that set. So I'm going to leave this one right here. Also, 1999 SPX. This is Excitement, Michael Jordan. SPX just did a great job that year because when, like I said, when you put it underneath a light like that, it just really shines. This was actually a pretty easy pull. You can find the packs for cheap. These are 1 in every 3 packs you would get an Excitement card. There's 20 cards in the set, so to pull a Jordan is 1 in 60 packs. But this card is actually pretty sought after, so it's not like a $20 card or anything like that. And this is a PSA 9 version, so that's 2 from the SPX. Here's number 3, 1999 SPX Extreme, first card in the set, numbered X1. This one was also easy to pull. 1 in 6 packs you got an Extreme card. There's 20 cards in the set. 20 times 6, 120. So 120 packs to pull a Michael Jordan Extreme, or SB Extreme if you want to call it. But look at that. just like a kind of like a PMG type background. And now they use this all the time in modern day cards, but back then it really really meant something to pull something like this. They just did a really, really nice job with these inserts. So those 3 inserts from SPX. Here's another one. 1999 SPX Starscape. Look at that background again underneath the light. These are just beautiful looking cards. This one was 1 in 9 packs. This is the first card in the checklist. Yep, ST1. There was 10 cards in the set. 10 times 9, so 1 in 90 packs you could pull a Jordan. There is one more SPX 1999 SPX insert. It's called Masters. I do not have it. Obviously, I'm going to have to get that. And the other issue with that is I'm going to have to get in a PSA 9, just because I'm a little OCD at this point. I've had 4 of them in the SPX inserts and PSA 9s. I might as well get the Masters. That one is a gorgeous looking card as well. That was 1 in 17 packs. There's 15 cards in that set. So I have to get that one. I could get it raw and then grade it, but I think I'm probably going to try to get a PSA 9 out of that. So I got 4 out of the 5, but really, really good looking cards there. All right. 1996 Skybox Premium. Skybox Premium always had the great inserts. This is net set. This one is a PSA 8, unfortunately. A PSA 9 is pretty expensive. Actually, these things have usually surface issues. This is what keeps these from getting 9s and 10s. And I can see there's actually a couple scratches, it looks like, or surface issues. I think that's actually on card and not on the slab. So that's probably why this got an 8. Really, really difficult to get a 9 or 10 because of, like I just stated, the surface. The corners on this and centering look really good. I mean, it's gold foil. That's why it's going to be definitely an issue with a card this old. Yeah, these weren't easy pulls either. I think these were 1 in 48 packs. 20 cards in the set. Yep, 20 cards in the set. So 20 times 48 is 960. That's 1 in 960 packs to pull a Jordan. So almost 1,000 packs you'd have to open up to theoretically get one of these Jordans. So really good looking card. This one, not the best looking card. 1992 Fleer. So this is before they started getting really, creative with the colors and the foil. It's just a paper card. This one's another 8. I'd like to upgrade to a 9, whether it's BGS or PSA or even SGC at some point. The issues with this is, if you can't tell, there's a little bit of white there. Centering is usually an issue, and since it's got the black borders, the whitening on the edges or corners really show, so it's hard to get a 9. 15 cards in this set. These were not hard pulls though. They were actually, I'm looking at, let's see, I wrote it down somewhere. Yeah, 1 in 5 cello packs. So 15 cards. So 5 times 15 is 75. So 1 in 75 cello packs you'd pull a Jordan. The issue is 2 things: finding cello packs, and 2, just the condition. I mean, like I said, these are usually way off center. There's usually some kind of chipping on them. So even raw, these kind of go for, could go anywhere from $75 to $150 raw. And then you can take your chances with grading. So finding one in good condition is tough. So I'd like to upgrade one day, but right now just hold on to this 8. Sticking with 1992 Fleer All-Stars. These were not a difficult pull as well. This is a horizontal card. This is a PSA 9. These were, what were these? Yeah, this is very hard to get in a 9. You'll see a ton of 8s, a ton of 7s. I think the 10s are running really hot in the thousands, which is crazy. This one is, I think it was only 1 in 9 packs you could pull an All-Star. But there was 24 cards in the set, so 24 times 9 is 216. So 1 in 216 packs to pull a Jordan. Issues with this, same as kind of like the Total D. It's not a black border, but it's it's one color and it's paper, so it's easy to show any whitening. This is really good. Usually the issues are on the back though with the whitening. So, but this one is pretty darn clean, so that's why I was able to get a 9. But yeah, you'll usually see some whitening on the back more than the front. Really cool card though. One of my favorites. You can usually find them raw at a bunch of card shows, but they're usually not in the best condition. 1994 Topps Embossed. These were 1 per pack. You would get a Golden Idol. But there were like, I want to say 100 and this might, yeah, there were 121 cards. So Jordan was the last card. This was the retire comeback year, so that's probably, they might have just snuck them into the checklist, to be honest with you. So 121 cards in the set. So mathematically, what? You'd have to open 121 packs to guarantee yourself with Jordan, and that's not even guaranteed, of course. But yeah, because you got one of these per pack. Now the issue with this is a PSA 9, so it's actually a pretty big card. The conditions on these were terrible, especially now if you find a box or a pack, they're going to probably stick together in brick. So surface issues was always a problem. On the back, these things would just kind of fall apart. There would be white chipping or on the edges. This one's super clean. I mean, this one could have got a 10, to be honest with you. Corners would get soft because it's a paper product, but he's in the 45, one of his best 4-5 cards. His face doesn't look the best, but everyone likes gold, right? So this is one of, if you watch the other parts of my video, I've got like 3 or 4 of these raw, but this one's a PSA 9, so I'm really happy about this. Next, 1993 Upper Deck SE, Behind the Glass. This is a difficult card to get in a PSA 9. Very difficult. There's always some kind of surface issue, chipping, centering is an issue on these. They could be left to right, top to bottom. This was 1 in 30 packs. I think these were retail only. There's 15 cards in the set, so 15 times 30 is 450. So 1 in 450 packs to pull this Michael Jordan. But there was another way to get this card. In hobby packs, you could actually pull a redemption card. And the redemption card is 1 in 360 hobby packs. And that redemption card, if you turned it in, of course it's way expired now, but back then if you redeemed it, you get the entire Behind the Glass set, all 15 cards. So that would include the Jordan. So technically it was better pack odds in the hobby, 360 to pull this card, than it was in the retail, which is 450 to possibly pull this card. But a cool foil card, no surface issues, centering's good. PSA 9 Behind the Glass, so it's another nice card that where the value really jumps up with grade. Because raw, this card's like a $30 to $40 card, but in the PSA 9, I mean, this card is probably 300 plus, maybe 400. And the 10 would be, who knows what a 10 would be. PSA 10 Jordan inserts are running crazy hot right now, but I'm happy with the 9. Basically 10 times the value in a 9 for that. 1996 Upper Deck, Smooth Grooves. This is another cool card. I did have this in a BGS 9.5 and I sold it. Was able to get this one for actually a really good deal. This was, the Smooth Grooves insert was 1 in 72 packs. Series 2, I believe. 15 cards in the set. It's weird how to put the number SG and then the 8 is like that. So this is number SG8. So it's not, doesn't have the same font as the SG. This was 1 in 72 packs, like I said. There was 15 cards in the set, which makes this over 1,000 packs to pull a Jordan. So 1 in 1,080 packs to pull a Michael Jordan Smooth Grooves. Really cool card. PSA 9 again. And these actually could feel the lines if you have this a raw version of this. Kind of like a groovy feeling, I guess. Usually these are the issues with these are centering. You could tell like the smooth is too high or too low, or the grooves. But this is centered pretty well. 1997 Stadium Club, Top Stadium Club is like I like to call it. Hardcourt Heroics. This actually is not the hardest pull. I think these were like 1 in 12 packs or so. There was 10 cards in the set, so that's easy. 10 times 12 is 120. So 1 in 120 packs to pull a Michael Jordan. The issue is, well, getting a good condition, because you can actually find these cards. They're readily available online and at card shows. But getting one in a good condition, like a PSA 9 or higher, is the hard part. But I mean, that's really cool. So the hardcourt, I guess they're trying to make the background look like, an NBA hardcourt. But it's all like silver and hologram. Really cool looking card. All right, a couple more and we're done here. This one, 1995 Skybox Premium. Skybox Premium coming again with the good stuff. This is the Standouts hobby insert. So the thing with the Standout hobbies is there is actually a regular version and a hobby version. Michael Jordan's in the hobby version. There was only 6 cards in the hobby version. There were 1 in 18 packs, so not the hardest pull. And so it says SH1, which is Standout Hobbies, and then there's standouts that weren't hobby. It would just be S1 or whatever. So there was only 6 hobby versions. Jordan was one of them. If you really take the time to look at this card, I mean, it's awesome. He's got, look at these are the Space Jams, I believe. Yep, the 11s going against the Magic. So it's another cool thing about this card. Another cool thing about Michael Jordan cards is just looking at what kind of shoes he's wearing. Then you can kind of know what year it was. And this is the 95 year when he came back. Really cool. Usually the issues with this is on the back edges, but this is a clean copy, which was able to get a PSA 9. That gold foil is nice. All right, last card. This card has really jumped up in value. 1995 Topps Stadium Club. The Concord's on this time. Again, the classic black and white ones, though. This is Warp Speed Stadium Club, 1995. Issues usually are back edging on this one. I actually got this when it was cheaper. A lot. I mean, it wasn't cheap when I got it, but it's a lot cheaper than it is now. Now this is like a $1,000, $1,100 card, maybe even higher. Can't imagine what a PSA 10 is. But I got it for much, much, much cheaper than that at the time, which I still thought was kind of expensive. So you can find this card, just like some of the other cards. They're online, they're available, and raw. But to get a 9 or higher is tough. Most of them are 8s or 7s or lower if you want to get it graded. Got to check the surface on these. But this is one of the prettiest looking cards. You can even see the circle in the Topps Stadium Club get bigger and smaller, which is kind of cool. Warp Speed, like he's out in outer space. Just a really awesome looking card. All right, guys, I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the videos. Like I said, subscribe and like if you do. I definitely think I got a bunch of more parts in me. This is part 6, so I maybe get to 10. I don't know. I look around, I see so many Jordan cards that still have yet to show, and I really want to show them off. So I enjoy showing them off. Hopefully you guys enjoy watching them. All right, appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Peace.